Hey, welcome to the Sacred and Rooted podcast. This is Lisa Nickel, your host, and welcome back. Thanks for being here. This is one part of a multi-part series, I should say. Is that correct? Maybe. And it's called The Happiness Habit. There's, I don't know, maybe almost 10 or so episodes now. So if you like this episode, I encourage you to go back and check out the others if you're looking for a general boost in your happiness, satisfaction with your life, and all that stuff. Each one has sort of a little tip, a little thing to highlight, and that's the way, that's the way to improve anything, right? Is one step at a time. So you don't have to do all the things at the same time, but one thing, introduce a new thing, and see how you go. So today, I want to center us on this quote that I have from Donna, a lady, I don't even know who she is, Donna Roberts. But she has this really great quote. It says this, or she says this. A friend knows the song in your heart and sings it to you when your memory fails. A friend knows the song in my heart and sings it to me when my memory fails. And so this episode is all about community and the fact that having a community of people that support you is so awesome. And everyone needs one. Everyone needs one. Because we can't do this life all on our own. It's just, there's a lot going on, and having support and sort of a network is super critical to feeling not only that you belong and that you have people that have your back, but just that, like, when shit hits the fan, you're not holding up the freaking whole table on your own. You have people holding it up with you, cheering you on and available to lend a hand when needed. And so if you're listening to that and you're thinking, that sounds lovely, but I don't actually, maybe I don't have a lot of family that are supportive. Maybe I don't have any family that's supportive. Maybe I've lost track of some of my friends along the years because life's been too busy and that kind of thing. I would encourage you and invite you to conscientiously kind of start putting together your community. And it doesn't have to be in real life community. Like, some people can be living in different towns, living in different parts of the world, but they can still be supportive of you, over the internet, over text, just, having somebody in your corner, even if they're not literally there to talk to face, but through Zoom or through Teams or whatever video things, and to just give you, supportive encouragement whenever you need it, is worth so much. And it doesn't need to be something where, they have to live next door to you or anything like that at this point. So look around, see, I just joined a Facebook group the other day that was this lady's kind of like walking group or exercise group that the person who started it wanted to kind of meet new friends in the neighborhood and, do it by, having some people join her on walks. And I thought, okay, I like walking. I don't know anybody in this neighborhood other than like two people that I work with, and I knew them before, so that was easy. But I don't really know a whole lot of people in the area right here, so I thought maybe that's a good way for me to meet somebody, because I like walking, and so that could be fun. So here you go. Just as an example of how simple it could be. That's my current, that's something I did just yesterday. And I've also intentionally, like, after last year, I guess it started this year, but I enrolled in the last fall. I joined like an online women's business group with a spiritual twist to it, so that it was something that just felt like it totally jived with me. And it's not just a business group, or it's not just some sort of spiritual group. It's sort of a mixture, and it really feels so lovely to be in that group, just because there's a lot in common. I have a lot in common with these people, these women, because of the topics. And then, it's just fun to be in a crowd where it's just like, oh, this totally feels like home. And I'm learning stuff from them, and I'm learning stuff about me through being in the group, and it's fun. It's great. It's been a really nice addition to my life. And I have never met any of them in person. They're all over the place and all over the world. So maybe one day, but it certainly isn't going to be this year. So we'll see. But I get a lot of satisfaction and a lot of, I don't know if you want to say like, like I get energy from it. It feels healing to me. It feels inspiring. It feels really nice. And so that's another example. I do also have friends in real life that I see in real life. And I do have a family I have 3 sisters, and my mom and dad are still alive and well. And so I do have a bit of a family network that way. But yeah, so it's like intermingled. And then, at work, I have friends at work that I would consider not just, employees or coworkers, but also, actual friends. And yeah, there's just people from all over the place, where it's nice to feel like you have a network of definitely all different levels or different aspects of your life. I have some, I would call them casual acquaintances, or like friends, just based on the length of time I've known them, but I don't really know them very well. But it is nice to know like some of your kids' parents. And so after, the girls are 16, so after 16, I guess I've met some of their friends' parents back when they were in kindergarten, so it's been over 10 years. And it's nice to know people that long, and just to know not all the things about them, and, we're not really close friends, but generally know them, know what they're about, what's going on with them, and have social chit-chats with them, depending on what kind of event we're at or whatever. And so those are different types. There's different types of community all over the place. And so if you're feeling alone, or you're feeling like you don't, nobody gets you, or you're not really feeling accepted in wherever you are right now, that can totally change. And there's nothing wrong with you, and there's nothing wrong with anything at all about you. It's just sometimes life is freaking distracting, and it's easy to get, very isolated very quickly. And then to not know where to reach out to, or not know where to start, I guess, as far as, finding your community. But I want to just reassure you, like, to trust that you have a community out there. There's nothing that you have an interest in that isn't something that's already a community somewhere. At this point in time, there's pretty much a group for everything, I think. And I did that for a while. I did that for several years, like right after my divorce. I started a group, like a meetup group. I don't even know if meetup is still a thing or not, but I started a meetup group for like divorced parents, and that was totally awesome. There was so many people that would come and just say, they've never actually just talked about their issues with divorce and co-parenting and stuff with just people that are right in it. And so obviously it was a group for divorced parents so everyone there was just like, oh yeah, totally been there. This is what I did, or this is what worked for me. And then you can kind of figure out from there what might work for you. And yeah, it was a really good success. I think I just at some point got kind of, it had been so many years since my divorce that I kind of got like, okay, I think I'm I can put that to rest now and get on with a different community. And sometimes that's how it is too. I mean, one community for you today maybe isn't going to be a community for your whole life, but it serves a purpose for you in this current phase, which is beautiful and just kind of like a stepping stone on your journey. And so, yeah, I mean, maybe you're somebody that's the opposite and has too many communities and feels like you're constantly pulled all over the place with social things to do. And maybe some of those communities you've grown out of, and maybe it's time to just kind of quietly and politely, step back and let that community go and see where your interests lie now. Anyway, that is what I'd like to encourage you and invite you into considering in this episode. Whether you feel like you have no community or not enough, or if you feel like you have too much community, just consider where are you right now and what would serve you best. If you're looking for a community, what type? What are you currently interested in, or want to get involved in? What is the interest that you kind of would love to have community around? And then go check it out. Facebook's a great resource. The Meetup website, assuming it's still up, is a great resource too. But there's endless ways you can, get involved if you're looking. But so just focus on one aspect of your life. Find a group and see how it goes. And then if you are somebody that over communities yourself, then think of, just try one community that maybe you don't have to be so involved in, and just see how that goes, and to kind of evolve. We're all evolving. Sometimes we need to start things, sometimes we need to finish things and let them go. And that's just the cycle of life and living. So it's not like there's no award at the end of your life that says, great, you held on to all these communities, you're the champion. It's not so much like that. It's you just reassess and see what cycle you're in. And if you're in a season of, letting go, then let go. And if you're in a season of, springtime kind of thing, where you're blossoming, where you're getting out there and being around more people, then get at it and see. But life is cyclical, so nothing is forever. Even the good stuff is not forever. So, and sometimes the good stuff starts off being really great, and then sometimes you evolve, so it becomes kind of more of a drag, especially in communities. And so that might be the sign that it's time to kind of sign off and hand over the reins, or just quietly not go to too many events or more things, and let it go. Anyway, either way, having some community in your life is critical. Like, humans, we're meant to connect, we're meant to share energy, we're meant to inspire each other. And this whole life is just like a giant weave of, like a giant tapestry. So we want to be interrelating with people. Not too many, not too many, not too little. So like wherever you're at, whether you need more or less, no problem. But to just take a moment after this episode and consider if you're thinking you're craving another community or a new community, or if you're kind of got your friggin' up to your eyeballs in community and you need to let one or two or something go there so that you have space for whatever is coming into your life. All right, that is all I have for you this episode. I will catch you later on the next episode. Take care and have a beautiful day.